This is so exciting. Two of my favourite men in the whole world sitting beside me. Very, very keen to get into this one. Before we introduce our very special guest, how are you this week, Rugsy?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, it's really nice just to hear that sound every fortnight or so. Usually a little bit more. The schedule's a little bit scattered as it always is, but yeah, always good to hear that sound and always good to add another member to the Sunday Debrief family.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a little while since we've had one. In fact, the last one probably would have been the very the one and only Cooper Conley. This time we've got an even bigger name. We've got the captain of the Quinns District Football Club Colts, Jackson Sharp, sitting right beside us. How are you, mate?
Pretty good. Don't really know why I'm here, but an exciting guy.
I mean, I've seen you probably every single week, at least once or twice for the last maybe 3 years. Gone through some big football games together, gone through some big life moments together, and I don't think I've ever seen you more nervous.
Played a grand final on the weekend, and this is the most stressed I've ever been in my life. I am not one to be in front of a camera.
Well, that's okay. We've talked about the game a lot already. So all you have to do is recount it once again. Take us through the season and take us through Saturday, which you have already described as the best moment of your life ever.
2 years, the past 2 years, we've been in the same position, prelim final. You've been there for both of them. We just couldn't get it done. Just not good enough. And went into this year thinking probably the same thing's going to happen. Not going to lie. But kept winning games, got to the first final, lost. But we knew what we had to do. Won the next two, and then it got to the day, and I was shitting myself. It was the most nervous I've ever been, apart from today. And when I say nervous, I think I shot 4 times before the game, and our game started at 10 o'clock.
Did you shit at the ground?
I shot at the ground twice.
Really? So like twice before you left the house.
Yeah.
Twice at Claremont Oval.
I was busting on that bus. It was, not good. Then got into the game. They started off real good. I was kind of upset. I thought we'd lost the game in the first 5 minutes. And then we just kicked away and won. We were up by 5 goals with 5 minutes left, and I still didn't think we were going to do it. I just couldn't believe it. And then we finally won.
Rest is history.
Was there a moment in the Quinns kicked away kind of from late in the first, early in the second. Was there a moment that you just went like, we're not losing today?
I think not really, not until the end, because we have a problem of losing the game after being up by so many goals. We've done it so many times this year, just not losing, cutting it close. But once Daniel Mann kicked the goal in the last quarter, me and Chubby just looked at each other. I said, don't smile yet. It's not done. We were up by 6 goals with 5 minutes left, and that's when I thought we did it, but I just wouldn't say it until that final siren went.
That's a good skipper. That is what a good skipper says. And believe it or not, I think Jackson and I actually played a season of footy together back in the day. And well, I was just thinking, because it's been so long since I've obviously seen you play. If you were to compare yourself to one AFL player to represent how you played this season, who would that be?
It's got to be Ben Cousins. Don't know about off the field, but slightly. But you can't go past him. He's just the best to ever do it. And
so you're comparing yourself to the best to ever do it?
This season, something different. Nah, I'm kidding.
That's you know what? Actually, bursting from stoppage, bit of pace. You got mentioned in the PFL website preview for having pace.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not very quick.
But yeah, Benny Cousins off field as well. And you won.
Great day.
What a day. What a day. It was a great day. And I mean, compare yourself to Benny Cousins. You won the BNF at Quinns. And speaking of best and fairest, the Ocean Ridge Football Club had theirs a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we did. That. It feels like a long time ago now, but yeah, it was a good solid night. And yeah, look, votes were counted, and yeah, overall happy with the night. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did much happen for you?
Oh, look, we're being realistic here. I came third in the lowest graded Colts we could get for my team. But yeah, no, it was a good fun. Didn't expect to poll that many votes because I wasn't even going to play this season and I missed the first couple games. So yeah, happy.
I just wanted to know if you had an explanation for this video.
Jared Collins, 2 votes. Ash Hunt, 3 votes. Reed, 2 votes.
So yeah, there is cameras everywhere on me, as we know. But yeah, look, 9 votes is the maximum you can get in a game. So 3-3-3. And yeah, if you get 9 in a game, you get to have the privilege of sculling the rest of your drink. So yeah, there was a couple of them that night. So yeah,
Yeah, I know there was a couple because I've got another view of it actually.
2 votes. Ash Hunt, 3 votes. Reed, 2 votes.
Is that Swanee D you were having?
No, that probably would have been either a Carlton Dry or a Brookvale Lemon Lime Bitters. I think I switched to after the first couple of sculls. Yeah,
very, very good. Wearing the Scarbs cricket jumper today.
Yeah, thought I'd represent. Yeah, start of the season. Yeah, pre-season been going strong. Still haven't improved my cricket whatsoever. But so I thought if the people around me, were improving, they could support me. Maybe I would improve, but not to be the case yet. But came for the start of the season, and yeah, just focusing on getting a game because there's actually I think 60 odd members in the squad, and obviously like only 44 play each week across the 4 grades. So yeah, just trying to get in the best squad. But yeah, liking my time so far, and yeah, of course miss my time at North Beach Careen. Yeah, nothing against them, of course, and all the other boys there. But yeah, look, cricket season, and yeah, we've talked so much about footy, and yeah, this is where our listeners really die down when we start talking about cricket. So yeah, we'll try and keep the cricket talk to a minimum.
I'm pretty keen to see the journey that you've got ahead of you this summer, and it's good to know that you've got the podcast supporter base behind you.
Yeah,
watching
thanks.
every move.
Yep.
Watching every ball and every wide.
Yep.
And and every lofted cover drive.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that. Yeah.
No stress. Keen to watch some highlights as we go throughout the year.
Yeah. I think now is a good time to sort of set up how I'm going to piece together a compilation. Hopefully, all of the games are on Frogbox.
Well, we tried to do a compilation for you last year, and it said video doesn't exist.
Yeah. No. Yeah. In terms of compilation, I mean like getting out compilation because in terms of runs or wickets, there's not going to be much there. But yeah, hopefully we can get something sorted for sure.
Any cricket for you this year, Sharpenis? It's not
A chance. I could not hit a ball if it was a yoga ball coming at me.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, probably not for me either. So it's all on you. This year.
No filling games.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
For some mic'd up.
Yeah, mic'd up.
And then I'll be the MC again for Edgewater because that was fun. That yeah. And that'll probably be my contribution for the year.
Yeah.
But you just pitch in where you can, play to your strengths, because my strengths aren't cricket. So if...
What are your strengths?
Biceps.
You got
Inconsistency in a lot of things in life, such as podcasts, posting. Yeah. So yeah, I tell you what, one of my abilities is friendship. And
is that one of your core values?
One of my core values is friendship. And nothing epitomizes that in my life more than the man. Well, both of you. But in terms of like permanent etching of my friendship onto someone, there is no one in the world that can compete than Jackson Sharp. And we've got a story for you all today. Is it your left or your right?
All right.
Right. You might have to stand up for this actually and just show. That's my signature. I don't know how many people have signatures on their body. So you just go into the backstory of how this has come about.
When was it? Last year, Fitzy's first game of league. All down there after our game, just sitting there, just drinking lots and lots of beers, just as you do. and I had a few too many and was getting a bit excited. I don't know if he did much, but I was just getting excited every time he got near the ball. And then after the game, acted like I'd met my idol. Just ran up to him, big hug, and said, "Fitzy, I need your signature. Sign me, sign me." So I got a pen and lifted up my shirt, got him to sign the tit, and somehow agreed to get it tattooed on my body.
Yeah, well, there was a video you sent to that says that you swore on your mum's life that you'd get the tattoo. So that kind of leaves you in a bit of a corner. You sent a video to Backchat on the same day.
Sure did.
And then come the end of the year, we went to Bali.
Yeah, I'm a man of my word, and sitting in the tattoo shop, and I said, "Fitzy, we got to get it done." Came over and did a few practices on a piece of paper. I think
a lot of practices.
Yeah, a lot of
I was pretty nervous. That was the most nervous I've ever been.
Hand would have been shaking for sure.
So you said, oh yeah, my right wrist already suffers with overuse issues, and trying to just really lock in and get that signature right was a real effort. Yeah.
Yeah, just whipped out the pen and then put it on the leg, and the tattoo artist said, "You sure?" I said, "I'm pretty sure." And got it done.
It was for free as well.
It was for free. Yeah. He's like, I don't know why you're doing this, so I'll do it for you for free. It took 2 seconds, but 2 seconds for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and then that's done. So, yeah.
I would have thought the 12-year-old Balinese kid would have wanted a little bit of money off the street.
Well, unfortunately, the 12-year-old had been overworked to do his whole arm first. Was it the other arm? Which one did he do? Oh, he did that, yeah. I lose track of what you've got on your body. But, yeah. He'd been worked well over his hourly, his daily maximum. So
he's been paid out for the week already.
Every time Jackson gets naughty or needs to take a shit, he gets reminded of me.
The only 2 times I see it's when getting a bit freaky and when I'm taking a shit. It's not fun when you take off your pants and get laughed at. But
I don't think that's the tattoo.
No, neither do I. I like to make excuses.
When she goes, "Oh, it's so small," you're like, yeah, they didn't have enough ink on the day. Yeah. Is there any plans for Quinn's tats?
Oh yeah, there's a lot in the works. We're trying to figure out the best one. They'll get done in Bali as well when we go over for New Year's.
Great, fantastic. Any tat plans for you?
No, not for me so far. Unless anyone has any ideas, but not as yet. No, yourself?
Nah, but I reckon getting matching Sunday debrief tattoos would be pretty cute. I think that's one to work on. We have plenty ahead of us in this episode. One of the all-time big ones. We've got another phone call from a lovely representative from the Wanneroo Football Club, who also had a grand final on the weekend. Unfortunately for them, a less successful one. But we're going to give the great Nick Tully a call in a little bit. But the Sunday Debrief doesn't shy away from its roots. And we're going straight to the Google Docs for a little while. And actually, a very fitting question first up. What is the dirtiest club you've ever versed in footy? As a Hammersley boy, I would have to say Coburn Lakes. So no name on that, but a Hammersley boy.
Yeah, like it. So nice and local. And Coburn Lakes, so obviously I think he plays senior football, I'd say, if Hammersley were to play Coburn. For me, I always knew in junior footy the Ocean Ridge Kingsway rivalry was actually quite, I wouldn't say dirty, but was always quite heated. But in terms of dirtiest team, it's hard to say other teams when you can't really look past your own. But yeah, and I don't want to say too much about Wanneroo like I already have already. But I'm just gonna say Kingsway. Leave it at that. We
had a little discussion about this one before.
Yeah. Same with us. I think we get spoken about as the dirtiest one in our league.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that we were until found out there's not meant to be fights in every single game. I didn't know this, but I was speaking to an umpire after a game, and apparently each card gets rated on a traffic light system. And there was a few of our games where it was red, which means just a fight will happen. The umpire has to be prepared.
Also, each game before the game gets... Yeah, right. Each PFL game gets graded.
Yeah, okay.
As like as a green, these guys are okay. Yeah. Yellow, bit temperamental. Red, they're fuckwits.
Yeah.
And we get red every time.
Yeah, we get red quite a bit apparently.
Where would Ridge fall?
Maybe yellow. Yeah. Yeah, maybe yellow, yeah.
Surely there's no club that can get away with a green. Maybe like, I don't know, the Cottesloe Magpies in 6th grade with like rich guys who just can't play for one of the TAs or the unis.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when your team's winning as well. Like we had a very, very disappointing season this year, and look, when we're down by 50, 100 points, we'll just say, oh fuck it, let's just start something. So yeah, that was
you got to take some wins from the game.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll move on to this next one here. Not exactly sure where this is coming from. This could be referring to our last episode, which is probably a couple months ago, so we forgot about that. This one's another anonymous one and says, was it like a race or an endurance thing?
Yeah, that's it. There's no...
Not really sure what they're referring to here.
No, that's literally the question. Was it like a race or an endurance thing? Look...
Been trying to think back of what we could have said, I have nothing, to be honest.
I don't know the context. Maybe this is a deep question. I'm just going to say, in life, let's just take it like an endurance thing. Yep. It's not a race. Let's just steady on and do what you have to do. On to the next one. Harry Balls is back.
Harry Balls. I really want to find out who Harry Balls is.
I don't know who he is.
I thought I uncovered it, but obviously not. So Harry Balls is back. It says, how shit is the Whitfords Football Club? Undefeated all year and 5 goals up in a grand final and choked to North Fremantle. Ha 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 ha. Suck shit, you bunch of wankers. P.S. Fuck the breakwater.
He had to throw it in there.
He had to throw it in there. But how about that? B grade. Woody's up all year. I swear Whitfords have been like on top of B grade for years now. But they never seem to be in A grade. But
I knew the undefeated bit. I actually didn't know they were 5 goals up as well.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that either. Yeah, yep. Undefeated and lost. I've lost a grand final like that. Undefeated all year and then lose the granny. Yeah.
And you on the other side of it?
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
PR Waters.
Fuck PR Waters.
Oh, they undefeated as well.
Undefeated all year. Bunch of soft cocks.
Yeah. Quick change of tune here. This one says, thoughts on Trump and the US presidency race. Can you think of anyone you know who would be a better candidate for president than those in the running?
I know Kanye nominated a couple years ago. Is he coming back or? They're probably very thankful that at least Biden's out because it's only a matter of time before he cucks.
He didn't know where he was. Like, how can someone be in a presidency race and not even know they're in a presidency race? Any opinions on the US presidency election, Jackson?
Got no idea about both of them. I know Trump's a bit of a weirdo, and I don't even know who the other person is.
Kamala Harris.
Boy or girl?
Yeah, a woman, yeah.
Oh, she can't run a country. Next question.
Fuck, bring a guest on once and we cancel us. Oh, this is a good one for you. You boys are cute. Fancy getting down to business? From Sydney Sweeney. She could run a country.
I heard she listens. I did hear she listens.
Thanks for that one, Sydney. This one, I don't know about this one. You might know.
No, I don't.
Oh, great. Why is he putting tags in it?
This is, there's only one person who, it's like, I know this is literally their Instagram handles, but it's not like their, I don't even know. It just says Warwick story ? And then mentions in an @ Josh Bruce, Xavier Canane and Ryan Hammond.
As if they were going to get a notification
notification on a
through our
Doc
Google Forms website.
for tagging an Instagram account. This has Yubsy written all over it, but I think Yubsy's better than that. So I'm trying to think of who could have possibly... Warwick's story, I'm going to say this is in relation to the basketball team. Still playing at Warwick. I formally declined my invitation to return to that team just for the team's sake.
Well, we have a bit for the viewers to see about that during the week, but let that be known in a bit later.
Yes, we will. But yeah, no idea who it's from or what the Warwick story is about, but that's all from me.
Well, this one says, hello from the Goon Lord. Reggers, I fucking love you, son.
Who is the Green Lord? I don't know who the Green Lord is.
This is an insight, Jackson, into what we just get. This is why we struggle for content, because this is the Google Forms. I don't understand what half of these mean.
Good to see someone loves me with a what emoji is that? A fire and wine emoji. Okay.
Thanks, Goon Lord.
Thanks, Green Lord.
Genuine question here, though. This one, the next one. Have any of yous ever been kicked out of a pub or club before?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times.
Yeah.
Your birthday being one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Big night.
Carried out of bar one.
Oh,
Proper carried, yeah. Real carried.
And not let into breakwater before that.
I got it. I got kicked out of the break. Yeah, so that's 2 in one night, actually. That's pretty good. Have you ever not been let in? Surely not been let in.
I think maybe possibly 1 or 2 times, but can't really remember the exact. Speaking of not being let in, like what this? No one's going to a pub having had not a pub, a club having no alcohol. Or how many drinks have you had tonight? What do you think you want to say? 0? Like, oh yeah, no, that's the mistake you made. I said 0, and obviously I was just like, a bit gone. Yeah, oh, yeah, 0, mate.
Well, you can always use the. It sounds more genuine if you go. Nothing, mate. Dezo tonight. Like, sorry, like, mate, I'm driving, and just be like, real, like, sound bored. Just like get them on your side. Just be
like, goes, why the fuck are you here then?
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, no, exactly. They'll feel bad for you. Just be like, oh, like, mate, I'm driving. Like, sorry, I'm just following my mates. The great Sahib Sandhu actually had a good one. I think he used it at the Cass.
I'm actually Ubering.
Well,
sorry, Sahib. Sorry.
Well, the thing is, I remember it was either the Cass or it was Henry Summer. Very different places. I just can't remember which one it was. And Sahib has gone, mate, it's literally against my religion to drink alcohol. And the security guards apologised and gone, sorry, mate, go through.
Yeah, just imagine Sahib being like hell angry. He's like, I can't believe you asked me such thing.
What the fuck, man? So, yeah, I think it's a good way to, that's a good way to go. Were you there? I can't remember where we were coming from, but I didn't get let into Henry's and then tried it.
I do remember that.
Rory throws his hoodie over the fence, so I put it on and tried again, as if that was going to change my opinion. No, it didn't fucking work. It's still the same guy. So, but yeah, no, it happens every now and then. Is what it is. All right, last one on here.
This one is from the real Kamala Harris. Speaking of the presidential election, this one says, hi, Kamala Harris here. Just want to let you know your thoughts on Donald Trump are. I also give you the N-word pass. Trust me, this is the real Kamala Harris.
Thanks. Well, we've spoken a little bit about the election. This is not a US politics podcast. I just hope everyone has fun and politics is the real winner. So, yeah, good luck to all the candidates.
Should change like our subtitle on like Spotify instead of like comedy to politics.
Politics, it could be. Well, you know what? Okay. I was actually looking on Sportsbet, just, I don't know, looking for a friend or something. I was just happened to be on Sportsbet. And because they're big on their politics odds. So I can actually find out the odds of the presidential election. So Kamala Harris is at $1.83 favourite.
Yeah.
Donald Trump has stretched to $2. Now, just a
still
few
tight.
months ago, that Trump was probably heading towards $1.50.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Biden was at like a number he couldn't count to, probably. And then we got long odds at JD Vance for $201. Same as Michelle Obama, $201. Hillary Clinton's still in the race at $376. Robert F. Kennedy, didn't he get assassinated? Apparently he's at $476. So that's a long one if he can resurrect himself.
Yeah, good to know. That's good to know. Might chuck it in a multi or something. Imagine like you just put on a footy multi and like your last leg to go through is like Trump win the election.
Got like you've hit the premiership, the Brownlow, the Coleman, and the Rising Star, and then Trump just loses the election. Pretty stiff. Sorry, there was another question sent through separately. At what age is it not acceptable to go to the doctors with your mum?
That's a good question. It's I think we've all seen like those TikToks and Instagram reels where it's like going to the doctor or some place without your mum for the first time. It's quite difficult to navigate around. I've just kicked the camera. Okay, you can go fix that, mate. Well, sorry about that. Hopefully, I didn't crack your phone. Sorry. That is a first. Won't be the last. What I was about to say, probably as soon as you turn 18, is going to be my answer.
I can't lie. I was at the doctor's today with my mum. She has to do the speaking for me. I don't know what to say.
No, I have nothing against going with your mum. I probably would go with my mum as well. But I think that's just, I try to be well-rounded there. But I think, 35.
Well, moving swiftly on, we've got a very exciting phone call to make. So Nick Tully from the Wanneroo Football Club, the fines master at the Colts there. They played in a granny on the weekend. Unfortunately lost, but we'll see what he has to say. See what? Oh, here he is. Nicholas, how are you?
Brilliant, boys. How are you?
Very well. Welcome to the Sunday Debrief podcast, my friend. How excited are you to be here?
I'm absolutely fucking ecstatic, boys. I've been wanting to get on. I did actually feature on the first episode, the very first episode, but only by name there. So it's good to be here in the flesh, if you will.
We'll just kick off with a bit of a summary of your boys' season. What happened down at the showgrounds this year?
The Showies was quite the fortress, it seems. We were able to put up quite I'd say a well-rounded season. You know, we had only the loss against Collegians early on, and then we were able to kick on, finish minor premiers. I think we've lost the last game of the season to the West Coast, but yeah, we had a really, really strong season. It was good to see a couple of boys get up and about, and you know, I thought we played well in the regular season, and we had our moments in the finals as well, especially down at North Freo. You know, beating them on their home deck was awesome, given that the first time we played them, we kicked a goal pretty much after the siren to win the game, and then beat them in a qualifying final as well. It was really nice.
Very good, mate. And then you get to grand final day down at Arena Joondalup, nice and local. How'd the day pan out for you?
Well, the day was beautiful. Couldn't have asked for better conditions aside from the few clouds here and there. But, you know, it's great to see all the northern suburbs come together and support, their neighbouring suburbs in Wanneroo. We had a couple of Whitfords blokes down there. I know a couple of Ridge blokes were down there as well. And all the supporters from Wanneroo was really great down there. And we started really well. We had a great start. We managed to dominate them for pretty much the first half of the game, and then they just managed to find their way back in and sort of just squeeze their way back in all the way, and came down to the line in the last quarter. And they were just, unfortunately, the better team on the day.
It happens, mate. It happens. Now, you mentioned Ocean Ridge in that sentence, and of course the great man Regan Spear next to us. he had a bit of a run in with your twos team. Do you have much of a
I was a part of that twos team as well.
well, there you go. What did you make of that day? And we'll see what Regan has to.
The clash of the northern suburbs.
Well, the clash of the northern suburbs. Yeah. I'd love to hear your side of the story.
I'll tell you what. It was a great contest. It was a bloody good game. It was a ripper of a game. You know, both teams had nothing to play for. They were both out of finals contention. So it was just a bit of fun between a couple mates. And, I think both teams really enjoyed being out there. I think he's going to kill me if I don't mention it, but far out, Ryan Wayne, the Duck, his goal from 60-odd out, the torpedo, has definitely got the AFL going for giving a run for their money for goal of the year, because that was bloody unreal, being able to witness that in person.
Tracking back to last year, a couple of run-ins with Quinns. We had some good contests. I reckon there was a draw in there. And then we came up to Showies and got belted. Any memories from those days?
I wouldn't say belted, mate. But yeah, it was always good to versus a couple of mates and, different neighbouring suburbs. But yeah, I remember Sink had a few run-ins with you in particular. And then, I can't even remember the draw and the first time we played yous that last year. That was a great game. I think we had yous on the comeback in that last half.
Yeah, well, I actually put yous to bed in the first half with about 30-3. So you were you did have to claw your way back.
Oh, bugger off, mate. Bugger off.
Before I've got some questions about some of your teammates, but Regan, can you just remind us some of the things that you heard out on the ground from some of Nick's teammates at Wanneroo Showgrounds a month or two ago? There's some real good sledges.
Do you want to pass the phone? Mate? Would that work well?
That will work well.
That good. Oh, g'day, Nick. Hope you're doing well, mate. So what are the things I heard? Last game. Couple mentions of the potty, which is always nice. I'm glad we travel far and wide across the northern suburbs. Would have liked a little bit more of a pump up about how I play, and I'm been told I could be the next Jeremy McGovern. But look. Other than that, I thought it was a great game. Both teams were playing for absolute donuts. But some good chat and some good support from the Wanneroo boys, which is always nice. And I think the Ridge and Wanneroo rivalry, no matter what teams are playing, it's always a good one, I think.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely.
Mate, you were the fines master this year for Wanneroo, is what I've been told, is the intel. Are you able to offer us an insight into some of the best finds from Wanneroo this year?
We've got a couple, actually. I've got two main ones that I'm thinking about. The first one was in towards the latter half of the season. We'd just come off a defeat from, I think it was Curtin Uni, and someone has revealed to a couple of the boys that he may or may not have taken it up the behind with a 10-inch dildo.
Yeah, right.
Which is certainly a unique pre-game preparation, if you ask me. But, he had a smile on his face, and, he seems to have taken it well. I'm afraid that he might have enjoyed it.
How much money did that cost him on the fines list?
Oh, that's triple digits. That instant triple digits for that one. The fact that he's able to tell everyone else, it wasn't told by someone else, it was told by the bloke that happened to. That's got some real guts.
Yep.
See how we reveal that.
No, I would. That's probably one you'd prefer to keep hidden, but that's okay. Anything else?
Yes, I think we all a bit looking over our shoulder whenever he tapped us on the arse. The team models from now on. But the second main one that I'm thinking of is we had our silent disco night at Wanneroo, and it's quite the favourite night for the Colts. And, everyone got up and about, rowdy, everyone went out afterwards and all that. And so the coach has come home from going clubbing that night, and he's come home to his mum, and his mum's she's a bit ticked off, to be quite frank, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's rocked up into the house. What's going on here? And he's gone through the door into the kitchen. The oven is wide open, and there is a human shit and piss all over his oven. So they're still not quite sure. They haven't narrowed it down as to who might have done it. But there was the fact that no one was home and their front door was unlocked. So the likelihood is that some random homeless person has decided to break into the house and not steal anything, but has gone, fuck, I really need to take a shit, and has chosen the oven door as the perfect place to go.
I don't know what I was expecting, Nicholas, but it wasn't those two stories. Wow.
No,
That's quite the crime scene. What's been the biggest from Jackson? What's the biggest from Quinns this year?
Oh, I don't know, nothing like that. Just a few shockers on the footy field and some nangs in the car on the way to the footy camp and
Footy camp right back at the start.
yeah, nothing too exciting. I can't remember.
Any big dollars at Ridge?
Not definitely not to that extent. No, but yeah, just your usual ones like sending accidental like photos to the group chat and stuff like that. Yeah, usual in-game ones. But yeah, nothing to that extent. I thought where Nick was going to go with this one before he said, shit, I thought we found like the new like Jeffrey Dahmer or something. There was like a human head in there. But I'm actually glad he said shit. So that takes a bit of the sting off it.
Yeah, not quite that morbid. Still pretty outrageous though. Now, Nico, we won't keep you for too much longer. I just want to we want to learn a little bit about your teammates over at Wanneroo. So I'm just going to rattle off some titles and just give me the first name that comes to your mind from the football club. All right, you ready? All right.
Ready.
The best at footy.
Riz.
Funniest teammate.
Probably has to be Adrian Alia, Sauce.
Smartest teammate.
They're all dumb as bricks there. Smartest teammate. Fuck. We'll go with Tyson Phillips.
Teammate that loves to look at himself in the mirror.
Has to be Tama Paparama. He just loves to look in the mirror at himself, checking out his guns, pursing his lips and all that.
Teammate that you wouldn't let date your sister.
I think it's got to be Blake Baker. That bloke certainly goes wild, so I'd rather keep him away from everything that I hold dearly.
Your nicest teammate, or one you'd be happy to date your sister.
Michael Agostino. I don't think he'll listen to this, but fuck me if he does. He's the nicest bloke you'll ever run into, and you probably won't run into him because he never comes out the house. But bloody hell, he is an upstanding bloke.
Go on you, Michael. Biggest heavyweight on the beers.
Has to be Sinkers, unfortunately.
Heavyweight. That bloke folds. I've seen that bloke fold.
He's got ticker. I'll tell you that. He has ticker.
And last one, just your ultimate favourite bloke at the club.
I'd have to say all of them. Look, it's very, very sappy, but, they're all great blokes. I'd love having a beer with them any day of the week. So, wouldn't have a bad word to say about any of them.
Well, that's very cute, Nick. Thank you for your time on the Sunday Debrief, mate, and we'll be happy to have you back anytime.
No worries, mate. Glad to be of service to you boys. Enjoy the rest of your night.
We'll do, mate. See you later.
Very wholesome.
It
Nick?
was.
Yeah.
Well, at least it ended wholesome.
Yeah,
Some of the
ended
stuff you
wholesome.
said
No,
is
no,
far from
no.
wholesome. Is there any... How... Okay, let's go...
There's a bit to dissect,
There's
isn't there?
plenty to dissect. All right. First reactions to, well, anyone, not least the coach of the football club, getting broken into and shat in his oven.
Weird. Very strange. Does he live in the Wanneroo region? Are we gonna think?
Yeah, we'll assume.
Yeah, just a very strange situation there. So the oven was on.
Was it?
Was it not on?
Surely
I think
not.
it was. I've actually seen the photo of the shit. It is not a normal size shit. I have heard that story isn't true, and there was kick-ons at the house, or there was prees before going out, and he left before everyone else did or something, and came back to a shit in the oven.
Do you know if you have the photo?
I don't
now?
have the photo. I don't know where I seen it.
I'll ask for
gotta
the
find- we
photo
gotta
and see if we can get it by the time we finish recording, because that's outrageous.
Do you reckon someone's just gone, fuck it, I'm not waiting for the toilet, and just... You can't believe someone would actually think of that, though. There's no chance, like, you're probably going for the garden or something else before the oven. Yeah.
You think so? Anywhere but the oven. Well, the toilet would be the number one.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
like,
if we're ruling out the toilet, well, yeah, weird. Like, you're probably even going like sink over oven. Are ya? I'm probably not even thinking oven.
that's just, I don't know. It's beyond me. It's really, that's rattled me, that
I
one.
think we need to move on.
To be perfectly honest, that's really, really rattled me. And I've just asked for the photo, so hopefully we will receive that one. We will. Well, I'll go through the same questions with you as we did with Nick. Where are we? 45 minutes. 45 minutes. We're not doing too badly. We do love a blind ranking on the pod.
Oh, we do. Have you got one?
Well, not really, but we can come up with one because I think Jackson should face a blind ranking.
I think you should because we cop amounts of criticism for those sort of things. So yeah, it's time to spread it around a little bit.
All right. Well, how about we give you 5? Me and Regan will go 1 for 1. Just your top 5 favourite nightclubs. We'll stray away from the footy. Top 5 clubs in Perth. Our first one is going to be the Great Bar One.
I hate to say it, but I've had the best nights there. If we're talking last year and all time, I'll put it at number 1. I'll put it at number 1. Yeah, you don't want to go there, but when you go there, you have a good time.
That's fair.
Like it. Let's go with the second option is going to be, let's go with Magnet House.
4.
Not a big fan.
No, everyone goes there for the 18th. It's the one everyone knows about when you're 17, 18. You go there a couple of times and walk upstairs and smell that piss room, and you don't want to go back.
One of our favourites, the Avery.
Number 2. Yeah, it's good. It can't smell.
No,
It's outside.
It's a bit less grim.
Yeah,
hey?
great
Yeah.
venue, I think. Yeah, that'd be up there for me if I do. You would have a couple more in your head, I think.
Daisies.
Daisies is good. But young crowd. It's,
Yeah, there's no scan tech. That's
Yeah.
the
How are we
problem.
talking here?
It's it's a bit scary for the single man, but Fitzy loves it. We'll go with 3.
Scary for the single man. Well, I find it quite inviting for the single man personally. So each to their own. Well, we've had 4.
That is 4. So,
Yeah.
so this last one has to go at 5. 5, does it not?
4.
Or was it 4?
Yeah. What was 5?
What did you just put at 5? I can't remember.
Magnet. No, that was 4. Yep. Okay. Number 5.
Number 5?
Any off the top of your head?
No, honestly, no.
Okay. we've had a couple there. Henry Summer.
Yeah, that's got to go 5, but it'll be up there. It's a good one. We've had some good times there. And
It's kind of like half, can smell or not.
yeah.
Somewhat outside, somewhat not.
Yeah, I rank my my nightclubs on how bad they smell.
Give it a sniff test when you walk in.
Bar 1 pre-makeover.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, how can you rank your nightclubs on smell?
Other
Bar
than
one
that
not?
place, yeah. Other than that, it's just special. It's got a place in my heart.
How much stick when when your foot goes on the floor? How much time it takes to get your shoe up?
Bar 1, actually a terrifying place for the single man. I'll give you that. Shocking. All right, before we finish off rattling you some questions. Actually, I'll very quickly check it.
Has he sent the
I've got
photo?
the photo.
Oh no! I don't even know if I want to see this.
What?
What is that? Looks like a casserole.
Do you reckon his mum just burnt the food and just put it there and
could
blamed
have
it
done.
on there?
He could have done. She could have done.
Yeah, that's crazy. Still no closer to really having an answer for that one. Yeah. Anything on the minds before we finish off with your shooting through these questions?
Not particularly. Got the Colts end of season on Saturday, which should be a fun day. But other than that, not too much going on in my life.
We did play basketball.
We did play basketball. We did, and yeah, it was it was an interesting sort of day. It started. It had highs and lows. We could say that. But looking forward for that final vid to be released, and hopefully good viewing.
Keen. All right. Sharpenis. We're talking the Quins District Football Club. We're talking any grade, any level, and just the first name that comes to your mind. All right, the best at footy.
Bruce. It's got to be Bruce. Jay Sully, that man is scary.
Funniest teammate.
Probably the big chubber.
Yeah,
It's hard to go past him.
Smartest teammate.
The ginger Tom Butcher, Mr. 96 ATAR. It's
Speaks for itself.
yeah.
Teammate that loves to look at himself in the mirror.
Well, before you left the team, it was you. You'd never catch him out of the bathroom before the game. It's the truth and nothing but the truth.
Is it when he had his headband? Yeah,
Still wear the headband.
Yeah, I think that's a given. I think you definitely used to do the same when I had the headband. Made sure it was all lined up nice and perfectly. Yeah.
See, I would deny the mirror, but I would accept that I've had a history of light skinning Snapchats.
Oh, it's the worst.
What is a
thing.
light skinning Snapchat?
One of these ones.
What
like-
is-
Not that exaggerated.
How do you like that one, ladies?
like
Did you like that?
a jawline, like
I don't think any woman has ever seen his face. It's just the jawline.
like a.
Maybe 3 years ago.
I know what you mean. I know what
to
you
this
mean
day.
now. I know what you mean.
I am denying that one. Yeah, this can go for any grade at the club though. So, just you can put a name on whoever you want. Teammate that loves to look at himself in the mirror.
I'm still pointing it at you.
Very disappointing. I'm going to change my ways. Teammate you would not let date your sister.
It's going back to the big chubber. There's no one I would want less in this world. He's a beautiful man, and I guess, he's a nice guy. Leave it as that. But my sister, stay away.
All right, no Ryan patience around your sister. Nicest teammate or the one that you would be happy to date your sister?
George. Little Georgie.
Hattersby.
Oh, after this weekend, though, celebrations, he's put in a big effort.
That was huge.
It's probably best off ground for the celebrations this weekend.
At least as a gap between expectations versus reality, George was huge.
He's just a young boy. He's quiet, didn't talk much, gun footy player, but we won the flag and this man put in an effort. He put in a big shift.
Bit of a sleeper build, we could say.
Well,
Came with these luscious locks and left with a bald head.
I like him.
in a similar vein, who's the biggest heavyweight on the biz?
Dom being Dante. Short bloke, probably about 4'9", but I don't know how he handles this much alcohol. It's ridiculous.
And your ultimate favourite bloke at the club?
It's hard to choose. Yeah, it really is hard to choose, but I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to choose. You're up there. You're all right.
Okay, that's good.
Sometimes. But,
Sometimes.
yeah, no, they're all good. Love them all.
They're a good bunch of blokes. Would you be able to rattle off names at Ridge
I bet for this whole
for
thing.
this whole thing?
Yeah, sure.
All
Why
right.
not?
Let's go.
Why not? We'll try and keep it in the Colts realm.
The Ocean
Sure.
Ridge Football Club. Who's the best at football?
It's got to be Harry O'Brien because he actually I think might have a medal named after himself now. 3 years in Colts, 3-time B&F.
Should have a medal named after him for sure. Funniest teammate.
Funniest teammate. Oh boy, there's some crackers down there. Funniest teammate. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with Zach Morty. He's gonna be my funniest teammate. Yep.
Smartest teammate.
Smartest teammate. I'm gonna go with the banker's brother, Jono Roberts. Is gonna be my smartest teammate. Yep.
Teammate that loves to look at himself in the mirror.
Oh yeah. Once again, I'm trying to think headbands. I could go Morty again here. Let's go. I'm gonna go with Jai Broom to the one who looks himself in the mirror.
Teammate you would not let date your sister.
Would not let date my sister. Oh, okay. A few to choose from here. Let's go with. Oh, this is tough. Ooh, I don't want to mean this as much of a negative, but I'm gonna go Keegs just because he's out all the bloody time. So yeah, nothing against him though.
Good call. And then who's your nicest teammate? Who would you be happy?
I'm gonna go with the big Mrs. Max Pie, Nathan Pugh as one I would approve of.
Biggest heavyweight on the beverages?
Biggest heavyweight would have to be the Flash, Isaac Hewitt. Yeah, drinks go down in a flash.
And your ultimate favourite bloke at the Ocean Ridge Football Club?
Ultimate favourite bloke. Let's go with the man that just picked me for second in the BNF, Ashton Hunt. Will be my all-time favourite bloke of the Ocean Ridge Football Club.
Beautiful. That wraps up everything, I think. Jackson, how's it been? You were nervous? How's it been?
That's fine. Just took a bit of talking, like talking, but it's been good.
Well, I mean, who's gonna be next? Who's gonna be the next lucky guest on the show?
There's options, but it's the ones that actually would want to come on.
Well, that is true. I was going to go the other way and say it's a very harsh selection criteria, and just simply no one's been able to stand up to the criteria until Jackson came along and won a flag.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely a bit of that. There definitely is a there's a board of selectors, and some get approved, some don't. So should be very very honoured.
This is the biggest honour.
Good, we're glad. I just want to check if I still have this in my final cut. Did I reverse? No, I didn't. I tried to reverse the outro tune last week because someone asked.
Someone
for
wanted
it.
an outro, didn't they?
I'll find it again. But it'll be for another day. Jackson Sharp, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you too, boys. It's a good one.
And we'll be back probably.
Until next time. Who knows when we'll be back, but we'll be back sometime.
Keen. Bye.